Joe, obviously very disappointing to exit the FA Cup this afternoon. Can you put a reason behind the result, performance today?
That's an understatement. I'm angry. I'm fuming. I've got to go careful and choose my words wisely. I've just come off the radio there. And listen, I'm a positive person in nature, and I want to be positive about my team when I can, but I can't come out here and defend them tonight because I think that's a real lacklustre, mediocre performance. Credit goes to Paul and to his team. Thoroughly deserved the result. Thoroughly deserved the goals. Poor goals to give away, but they're good finishes, but they shouldn't get to where they get. And the goals are great. On our behalf, we've not really... Bath City identity is to have some spells in the game, and long spells in the game. So you keep the ball, you're patient, you create lots of chances, you lock out in transition, you get the ball back. None of that was seen whatsoever today. We're almost relying upon a bit of individual brilliance or individual talent. Donovan's gone on, and I thought he was a bright spark when he went on. He looked good. He looked the player we know he is. Of course, he hadn't had a lot of football or any football at all since Swindon Supermarine. Tom Smith was better today, I thought. But other than that, we're looking around the team, and there were some real poor performances. And the biggest thing for me was no character in the performance. No identity. Doesn't look like a Bath City team, and no character. No drive. Going out to get a throw in. You're not coming back in quickly and taking a quick throw in. They're wasting time. We're not getting onto the ref. Not getting around people when there's a free kick. All the things that good teams do. Haven't do it ever so well. But we've not laid a glove on them today. And there's a few that got to go away. Well, all of them have got to go away now and answer a few questions. And we've got to have a good think about our team and our squad, because at the moment there's no cohesion in the team. There's no real spirit or togetherness. And these are things that are really poor for me to say. But it is what it is, and I'm not going to hide away from it. And I'm going to be very truthful. And that's far from acceptable as a performance.
What were the main messages at half-time? So we had perhaps almost as many chances as Havant in the first half, but the second half it felt like they haven't controlled it more.
They're good at what they do, and once they got ahead, obviously they managed the game really, really well, but they still create chances. Ours was that we need to really step onto the game. We never started the game, I didn't think, in any real determination. We set up to do it, but we didn't. We had to change the shape again, and I think it gives it away a little bit that we're having to change our systems and our shapes way too much, not only before games, but also during games. And that tells you haven't got things quite right. System shapes can be what they want, but in the end, you've got to have some endeavour. You've got to have some spirit about you. You've got to want to go and win a challenge. You've got to want to run faster than the boy you're up against. You've got to try and get in the box when crosses are coming in. You're trying to read and anticipate situations, and I felt as if we were very flat in all those departments. So it was to go out and try and put our identity on the game, but we never did. As I said, it never ever got to that. And okay, we're creating chances first half, Mark, but as I said, they're not off big spells in the game. They're little bits that are dropping to us. Tom Richards should score, and that sums it up. You know, he's just toe-poking an effort from 3 yards out. Just smash the ball, smash the player, smash everything in the net. And as I said, that performance now is set alarm bells ringing in my head, and us as a staff, we're talking about it there. We've got to do some hard thinking and try and get this team going some way.
Obviously, it has been a team almost a little bit patched up since the start of the season. Perhaps you would have wanted it more settled, say, a month or so ago. Does that play any part in any of these performances?
No, I'm not hiding behind any excuses, Mark. We can talk about no crowds. We can talk about, and I've spoke about it, we haven't done team bonding sessions. We haven't been able to go out for a meal as a group, or the only time you see them is at training, but I'm not hiding behind that at all. We're enough games into the season now where we should be getting better. The slide performance I thought was great to get through to this level. But today is taken a massive nosedive in performance levels. So like I said, I have to be honest. I'm not going to come out here and hide behind any excuses. Credit goes to Havant. I'm so disappointed that we haven't given our fans a performance, because they're all watching. And I spoke about it. I did a presentation before the game saying about how important the FA Cup is, talking about how many fans will be watching it at home, talking about the rewards as an individual. It goes nationwide after that. Talking about maybe a television game, going away to Portsmouth or a Sunderland, and now we didn't even come close to it, Mark, if I'm being honest. Not even close, because we never gave ourselves an opportunity in the game to get anything out of it. And that makes me feel really sad and disappointed about a Bath City team that I'm at the helm, and at the end of the day I'm the manager and I have to take the brunt of it. So if I come under some criticism, that's fine, because I think we probably deserve it tonight.
Donovan Wilson, you said one of the positives of the second half he made his return from injury. What about a few of the others? Joe Rains, Frankie Artis, are they any nearer? No. They're, as it stands, they're not near to coming back. So it is what it is. We got what we got.
We've recruited what we've recruited, and we've got to try and get the best out of this group now. And the group have got to try and drive each other as well. The training ground has to be bright, has to be bubbly, and we have to demand off each other. They demand. You look at some of their players when you've got someone like Anthony Straker there, and we know ever so well he's still demanding in the last minute. He's slowing down the throw-ins. He's getting onto his teammates in the right way, real togetherness, and that's what we need. That's the thing you need first and foremost, and we haven't quite got that at the moment. So we've got to find a way, Mark, quickly, because I'm not going to accept performances like that, because that's a mediocre, below par National League South team out there. We need to be in the playoffs, and that's the target we set. And we've set it for the last 2 seasons. I won't allow it to fall any lower than that.
Presumably the messages going ahead of the next game at Slough would be played like you did here the other week.
Well, yeah, but maybe a little bit better as well. You've got, the hardest thing now is we're going to have to pick them up, because when you go out the FA Cup, there's a natural headache and there's a natural hangover from it. And we can't let that happen. You have to go into the Slough game being positive. I will be. Our staff will be. We just hope our players are when they turn up. And we'll demand off them again in the week. As I said, we'll have to reflect on the game and look back and see how poor we were. And we were poor in all areas. And we have to bring a performance at Slough that's going to go up there and try and get a result, because suddenly you're going 4 or 5 games in the league and you're not in that top half. You're chasing. And I don't want to be chasing. I want to be up there. We need to be up there on merit. And at the moment, these performances probably tell us we're not going to be, but we have to be. So, now listen, the training ground's going to have to be a bubbly place. There'll be some harsh words said to individuals, and they're going to have to take it. And we'll get back on for the game next Saturday.